stream, so we're just gonna chat a little bit. We're just gonna have a good time here. Topics. You guys want to hear a story? You want to hear a story?
They have to be stopped.
God, I have so many like embarrassing stories from when I was a
Wake
kid.
people up fast.
You know, I got the basics like calling somebody else mom by accident or shit like that. But then I also have some out there
We
ones.
can end it.
Uh,
We can.
God, I remember this one time. I was probably around the age of like 12 or 13, maybe even a little younger, like 11. But you remember when I don't remember what company it was, but this company they made this toy and it was like a toy tattoo gun. Pretty much what it was just markers that you would draw on yourself with. And me, you know, being a fucking idiot, I decided it was a good idea to let my friend I let my best friend quote unquote, you know, tattoo dicks all over me. I had him on my back, I had him on my chest, I had him all up and down my arms, on my legs, like I was covered, right? And I walk home, right? I walk home and I think it's the funniest thing ever, right? Like I'm dying on the inside. I'm thinking, "Oh man, my mom's going to love this. She's going to think it's fucking hilarious." I was wrong. I was very, very wrong because she got so incredibly fucking mad. I don't think I have ever seen my mom that mad before. Like she was, you could see it in her face. Like she was appalled. She was just so distraught that I thought that this was a good idea, and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. I was just a fucking dumbass kid, and here I was walking home, right? I'm I got like fucking dicks drawn all over my body and fucking marker. You know, I had to sit in the shower for like 30 minutes fucking scrubbing. I'd come out of the shower looking like a peeled tomato. Like it was bad. It was so bad. Oh fuck. That toy. I I I don't think I ever saw that toy again after that. I think it got taken from my friend. I think his mom took it from him because his mom probably found out what we did with it, and she wasn't too happy about it either. Uh, oh fuck, that's a classic story for me. Oh shit. Oh, what's another one? Fuck. Oh, I got most of them. I've like blocked out of my mind. I've like blocked them out. I'm trying to like re-access my subconscious mind here to try and pull one of these up for you guys. Shit. uh, fuck. There was one time I was in fuck. It had to be like grade 10, right? Like second semester, grade 10. So like right towards the end of the year. And for that semester, I believe I had chemistry as homeroom, right? So my first period of the day would be chemistry, right? And at one point, I had just before I believe the second semester, I had gone to Cuba for a week, right? Like I went on vacation with my family and all that. So we went to Cuba, right? I come back, right? Now before I left, I was smoking weed literally every day, right? Before school, at lunch, and then after school a couple times, and then like before bed, right? So then I get to Cuba, right? Of course, I don't bring any like weed with me or anything like that. So I go the whole week without, right? Not a problem. You know, I was just fine. But the real problem arises when I get back. Because when I get back, all right, I get back and it's a Friday, right? It's a Friday. So I get back on Friday. I don't smoke weed, right? And then Saturday and Sunday, I also don't smoke weed because I wasn't hanging out with my friends that weekend. I don't remember what I did that weekend. I think I just kind of laid in bed. I remember I was sunburned pretty bad, so I probably just laid in bed all weekend. But, anyways, so Monday comes around, right? Monday comes. My buddy and I, we go to our usual spot. There was this little abandoned factory right down the street from my school, and you could follow these train tracks up to a fence, and there would be a hole in the fence. There was like a big gape hole in the fence. You climb through that, and it would take you to sort of like the back area of like a factory. But the factory was abandoned for years, right? I think it was a meth lab at one point that got busted, and that's why it was abandoned. Anyways, so we go there, right? We go to the spot. It's probably about like an hour before school starts, right? So we do our thing, we get high, and I'm feeling all right. I'm fine. Right? I don't feel nauseous or anything like that. So we get to school. I go to class. Right? I sit through the class, and like right at the end, my head starts spinning, and I'm just thinking, oh God, this is it. Like I knew I was about to fucking puke. I knew it was coming. I could feel it. You know that feeling you get? Like when you're drinking. You know that feeling you get? Like you can taste your puke before it even happens? You know what I mean? I got that feeling. Right? So I knew it was coming. Like there was no stopping it. It was coming. And the nearest bathroom, I was at the one far end of the hallway. The nearest bathroom was all the way at the other end of the hallway. And these weren't no like short hallways. These were fucking long hallways, right? So I knew there was no fucking way I would be able to stand up, leave the class, run all the way down the hall into the bathroom to get to the fucking shitter to puke, right? So, like, all these fucking things are going through my head, and next thing I know, I just fucking Ralph. I Ralphed all over the goddamn floor. All over the floor. And like the entire weekend plus Monday morning I was drinking these drinks that they have, well, that I was drinking down in Cuba, and they're so good. Honestly, I'm going to tell you what they are, but they're so good. They're called Mickey Mouse, okay? And what it is it's literally just Sprite and grenadine, and you mix that shit 50-50, right? And I'm telling you guys, if you have not tried a Mickey Mouse, I implore you to try that shit. It is so fucking good. It is so good. You can put rum in there too. You can put a little bit of rum in there, a little, whatever sort of liquor you want. It'll still fucking be amazing. I promise you, okay? It is such a good drink. But anyway, these drinks, they're like bright pink, like very bright pink. And so I spent the entire weekend drinking these things because I told my mom, I'm like, when we got home, I'm like, Mom, we need Sprite and grenadine. Like, I need Mickey Mouse's. Those are so fucking good. And so she did it. She went and she got Sprite and grenadine. And so I spent the entire weekend drinking that. And I had, uh, you know, like those sort of coffee mugs you can get from the dollar store, like the cheap plastic ones. You know what I'm talking about? With like the screw-on lid. You know those ones? Yeah. So I had one of those, right? And I had probably like two of them of Mickey Mouse. Like that's even before I left for school, right? And then I had another one on the way to the factory, right? And so yeah, I throw up in class, and it's bright fucking red. Like it looks like I just threw up blood. For real, no joke. It looks like I threw up blood all over the fucking chemistry classroom. Looks like I fucking swallowed some of the acid they had in there or something. And the teacher, she fucking she loses her mind, right? Cuz it's fucking bright red. It looks like I just threw up blood. Like it looks like I'm dying. And so she's losing her mind, right? All the kids are fucking, well, not kids, but everybody else is like, holy shit, like, are you okay? What the fuck? And and me being a fucking idiot, I was like, yeah, I just got way too fucking high this morning. And my teacher did not like that answer at all. Um, so she sent me down to the principal office. I'm still kind of ripped, right? I'm feeling much better though now that I've puked. I'm just enjoying the high at this point. I'm just riding. And so she sends me to the fucking principal's office. And the principal, right? He was a fucking asshole. I'm just gonna come out and say it. He was a fucking asshole. I did not like my principal. In any of my schools, really. They were all assholes, if you ask me. But this one, like, especially so. And for many reasons. For many reasons. But this is like one of the fucking things that was like, okay, you're just a fucking douche. Like, you're a fucking asshole, man. So what happened was I'm sitting in the office waiting room sort of area, right? The girls, like I don't know what you would call them, the people that sit at the office and answer phone calls all day. Those people, right? They're sitting there, right? They're chatting amongst themselves. Every once in a while, they'll look over to me, be like, "Oh, you feeling all right?" or whatever. And of course, I'm still baked, so I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm feeling great, right?" So the principal, I guess he was in a meeting or something. He comes out of his office about like 20 minutes after I get there. He looks at me and he's like, he looks me dead in the fucking eyes, dead in the eyes, and he's just like, "Go home." And I just look at him and I'm shocked. Like my mouth is wide open. I'm like, "Wait, what?" like, what? He's like, I can. You're obviously way too high to be here right now. Like you need to go home and just get some rest. I I didn't notice this, but my eyes were like blood fucking red. Not even like bloodshot. They were like entirely red. Like I looked like I was possessed by fucking Pazuzu or something. You know what I mean? So so I'm just like, okay, whatever. I get to go home. I get to take a nap. Win-win for me, right? I get to miss pretty much the entire day of school. So I go home. I take a nap. I come back the next day. Of course, I get high in the morning, right? Not as high this time, but anyways. So I walk into the school the next day, right? I walk in. I'm feeling fine, just me and my buddy and my other buddy. And the principal, I don't know, like, I don't know if this was just like convenience or like he fucking somehow knew that I had entered the building. Like he has some like thing on his computer that just lets him know when I enter the building or something. But like I swear to you, probably about like 5 seconds after we fucking enter the building, right? We come in cuz what it was you would enter the building and directly to your right would be the office. Well, not directly to your right, just right down the hall a little bit would be the office. So we come in through the main doors. We're standing right in the hallway, right? We're about to split up because we all have different homeroom classes, right? So we're all about to split up, and the fucking principal, he comes walking out of the office, right? And I catch this. I catch this in my eye, and I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, right? Because I remember what he said yesterday, because he knew. So I'm just like, oh fuck, here we go. Like I'm about to get suspended or something. And luckily he didn't notice that time, but it was just kind of weird that like cuz he looked me in the eyes like when he walked past, right? Cuz he was walking down the hallway, so he would have had to walk past us, right? So he walked past us, and I swear it was like one of those scenes in a fucking movie where it goes slow mo and they like lock eyes for a second. It was like one of those scenes. It was like exactly that, right? So, yeah, we lock eyes for a second, and he's got this look on his face. He's got this look. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a looking down on you sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like he was looking at me and he was just thinking, "Oh, this guy's a fucking piece of shit or whatever, you know? And I just, ever since that, I couldn't. I just labeled him an asshole after that point. Because you can't look at somebody like that and have them not be like, what the fuck, man? You know? Because you mean mug someone like that, yeah, they're gonna fucking think you're an asshole. Especially when I didn't do shit. I was just standing in the hallway about to fucking head to my class. Like, I was just saying bye to my friends. And he's fucking eyeballing me down, but yeah. Ever since that day, I labeled that guy a fucking asshole. And he was. Because, honestly, okay, another story about my fucking asshole principal. In my school, the school I went to for the second half of high school, I went to two different high schools. The one I went to the second half, you weren't allowed to wear hats, hoodies, anything like that. Unless you were, like, Muslim. You were allowed to wear, like, your turban and your, what's like the burqa? You were allowed to wear your burqa or whatever. Like the little headscarf thing, you know? You were allowed to wear those. I still don't really understand why, and I don't exactly agree with that. I think if they're allowed to wear it, I get it. It's like a religious thing, but like the whole point. Okay, the whole point. Well, like the entire reason they gave for not being allowed to wear hats is it obstructs your face. Okay, like when you're wearing a hat, you could look down and like nobody will be able to see your face, right? That was the entire reasoning behind it. Okay, which is fucking ridiculous if you ask me. That is one of the most retarded rules. To this day, that is my biggest gripe with that school is you can't wear fucking hats. You know, I wear hats in public. Like I have to. It's like my thing. Like I can't go out in public without my hat. I don't like my hair, you know? So I wear a hat and I wear a hoodie over top, double protection, right? So like I always end up bringing a hat to school, wearing a hat to school, and then I gotta carry it around the whole fucking day. And that was a pain in the fucking ass, you know? Like I don't wear a hat to carry it around, you know what I mean? I wear that shit to wear it. I mean, I guess I could have just stopped bringing it to school, but you guys don't get it. My hair has like a mind of its own, okay? My hair does whatever the fuck it wants. I have really no control over it. So, my hair is fucked a lot of the times. A lot of the times I look like I just got out of bed because my hair just does whatever the fuck it wants. And oh, and so I had to speak to the principal a lot about that. I was one of the main advocates in that school for being allowed to wear hats. Of course, it never went anywhere because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. But that fucking piece of shit principal, that fucking asshole, he catches me wearing my hat one time. One time, okay? I get dragged into his office. I get a 5-minute lecture about how it's important not to wear hats because hats have colors and colors are related to gangs and that could be a gang thing and you know someone could come into the school wearing a hat and we won't know who they are or other fucking stupid bullshit like that. I got sold the whole fucking shebang. And then he fucking threatens to suspend me for wearing a fucking hat. For 2 fucking weeks he threatened. I almost got kicked out of school for 2 goddamn weeks for wearing a fucking hat. No fucking joke. And to this day, that will like it baffles me to this day how you can just be that much of a fucking douche. You know what I mean? Like who fucking does that? Who brings a kid into their principal's office and says, "Listen, you wear that hat and you're not allowed to come here for 2 goddamn weeks." Like I fucking assaulted someone. Like my god, it was so fucking ridiculous and I just looked at him. I'm baffled. I'm like, "What?" I didn't believe what I had heard. So I was like, "What?" And he repeats himself. And I'm like, "No. No, that no." He wasn't happy about that. I got sent home that day. He told me to think about think about my actions and think about the people around me and all that fucking nonsense. That guy was a fucking dick and a half. I hate that principal. If you're watching, I forget your name. I fucking blocked it out of my memory. But if you're watching this shit, you're an asshole. You are a fucking asshole, and I hate you. And I hope you get fired. I hope you get fucking blacklisted because no kid, no kid needs to be fucking suspended for 2 weeks for wearing a hat. That's just fucking ridiculous. I swear he was abusing his power is what he was doing. Really, that's exactly what that was. That was an abuse of power. Cause what kind of punishment is suspension anyway? Like when I was a kid, suspension was a fucking godsend. I would actively try to get suspended for school from school when I was a kid. Cause that meant I got to stay home and watch cartoons. I got to watch Pokemon and shit, you know? And yeah, even as I grew up, it wasn't much of a fucking threat to me cuz I was one of those like delinquent kids, you know. I was skipping school all the time and shit and you know, I was a delinquent. I'll admit it. I'll admit it, but like even then that shit wasn't really a threat to me. Hey, what's up, Billy Bob? I'm just telling stories about my asshole high school principal. And how he tried to suspend me for 2 weeks for wearing a hat. That guy was a fucking dick, though. I hate him so much. I don't even remember his name. Oh, that reminds me. I got a WD-40 in my computer chair. Can you hear that shit? Can you hear the squeaks? God, I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. Stop squeaking, chair. Oh, you guys know they made a new Shaq Fu game? Did you know this? If you didn't know this, let me show you this, cuz this is it's amazing. It's amazing that they actually did this. Okay, let me get my window capture here. I need you to start capturing Chrome. Yeah. Okay, let me show you this. Hold on. Let me fucking. Oh God, look at that. Oh no. Oh, it's like looking in one of those infinite mirrors. Oh, okay. Let me show you this, cause this blew my mind when I found out about this. They fucking remade Shaq Fu. Look at this. This is real. This is fucking real. They actually made this, and I've never played the original Shaq Fu. I mean, I have it. I have it on my PC, but I just haven't gotten around to playing it. But look at this shit. They were making fucking hats. It looks like a backpack of some sort. T-shirts. That's a fucking vinyl record. That's just straight up a vinyl record. What the fuck? Oh my god. This is awesome. This is fucking great. Oh, is it on Steam? If it's on Steam, I will fucking... Sorry, I got no signal out here. All I see is loading, then 3 seconds of talking, then back to loading. Oh, well, you're not missing much. I'm not playing anything. I'm just sort of chilling. I'm a little too lazy to play games right now. Look at this. They even got him in the fucking... They got him in the mocap suit. Along with Superman for some reason. But yo, this is real. They actually fucking did this. One of the worst games of all time, supposedly, and they fucking remade it. Oh, oh no. Big D's. Oh no. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's see if I can find a review on this. Let's see what it says. Let's go on Metacritic. God, this is so fucking weird. I never thought that they would like do this. When are they gonna remake E.T. now? Oh god, it's got a pretty low score. Shaq Fu Legend Reborn is what the original game should have been. Really? You sure about that? It's got a 36. I don't know. That's not that good. We're talking Streets of Rage meets Street Fighter meets Devil May Cry. God, that sounds like a confusing mess. It's a modern day take on the classic beat 'em up. Play as Shaquille O'Neal, learn hundreds of moves and battle techniques. Oh, there's more. Take on thousands of enemies with dozens of cool melee weapons, battle bosses in dynamic arenas, master cool finishing moves, and play with other buddies in co-op mode or against each other in player versus player combat. Oh my god. In Shaq Fu, dozens of unique and varied, I can't read today, enemies await, await, which require careful use of tactics. This game also features destructive environments. Okay. Awesome power-ups and a series of well-designed, beautiful levels with interesting progression. This is all tied together, by what very, but why by what very well might be the story of the century. A performance worthy of an Oscar by the Big Diesel in his battle against a villain of the ages of the mysterious Black Star Ninja. I feel like it started talking about a completely different game after beautiful levels with interesting progression. I think this entire paragraph here, that's about an entirely different game. The reviewer just he forgot what game he was talking about. A fun title for as long as it lasts, a forgettable one once it ends. Okay. Pretty average, all things considered, but given what we received over 2 decades ago, this has to be considered somewhat of a success. Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn, takes the beat 'em up format and runs with it the same way any game has over the last 30 years or so. It has moments where it's relatively fun, but you'll need a hardened fan to get the most out of it. I am the biggest Shaq Fu fan there is. Sign me up. Oh, I want to watch the trailer. We're gonna watch the trailer, guys. Let's see if this is any good. Do we have volume?
I often
Alright.
dream
That's
of reaching the
loud.
top.
I apologize.
Well, if you got into a car accident
Yeah,
on
that
your
should
way
be
here,
better.
submit a claim in no time with the Intact Insurance app.
God, this better be
I'm
great.
dreaming of
This better be
insurance.
great.
Intact Insurance. The insurance you dream of, if you dream of insurance.
I don't dream of insurance. I don't think
Rated
normal people
T.
do. Partial nudity. What, from Shaq?
I'm sorry, I wasn't fast enough.
Yen Lo Wang has sent
I'm just
demons
starting
to
us
Earth,
right up into it, eh?
disguised as celebrities who brainwash the people into moronic
What?
subservience.
What
You
the
must
fuck?
find and kill these celebrities. You
Oh my
are
god, it
the
is on
only
PC.
hope now.
Windows
Do
PC.
not fail me.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this. I might get it on PS4 though.
My name is Shaq Fei Hong.
Shaq Fei Hong.
I'm a poor Chinese rickshaw driver from a town called Hong
wait, what? Go back, what?
Driver from a town called Hong Lo.
Hung Lo, what?
I'm a poor Chinese rickshaw.
He's a poor Chinese man from a small village called Hung Lo. I feel like that's a reference to his dick size.
Driver from a town called Hong Lo.
I feel like that's a reference to his
I made
dick
a
size.
promise to my dead mentor Ye Ye that I would kill you. Prepare to die.
Silence, white belt.
Oh, you got some chutzpah, you redneck schmuck.
Oh, this is awesome. Oh, this is amazing. This looks fucking amazing. Big D. Big D. Oh my god, this is fucking awesome. That's Shaq Fu rapping too. That's Shaq rapping. Oh my god. I haven't heard Shaq rap since fucking Kazam. Oh. Oh, that is awesome. That is so fucking awesome. That is so cool. Alright, let me get back the image here. That was cool. That was really cool. I'm definitely gonna look into getting Shaq Fu now, for sure. Wow. I kind of want to play the original now. I'll do that when I plan to do like a sort of NES roulette type thing. Kind of like how you might not know who this is, but kind of like how Joel Vinesauce, he does like SNES Madness and NES Madness and all this. I'm thinking I might do something similar to that, because I'm unoriginal as fuck and I'm not very creative. Oh, oh God. Oh, okay. just scrolled past some weird stuff on Facebook. What is with Facebook these days? Like, what is up with this shit? I don't know. There's something, like, wrong with it. There's something genuinely wrong with Facebook. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave, but I will come back. Alright, Billy Bob, no problem. I think you may have missed the Shaq Fu trailer, though. That was amazing. That was fucking amazing. Actually, how much is Shaq Fu? Let me look this up. Let me look it up on Amazon. Let me see how much it would be. Let's see. Oh my god. Guys, you can get it used and new 60 cents on Xbox One. No joke. Let me fucking bring this up so you can see. So you know that I'm not fucking with you here. Look at this. 60 cents. From 60 cents. $10 on PS4. Or, that's Switch. Legends of Mayhem. Whatever happened to Legends of Mayhem? Wasn't that supposed to be like, oh yeah, $10? Is that fucking Obama? Is that Obama? Can I bring that up? I can. Zoom in. Enhance. That's Obama. That is definitely Obama. What the fuck? Is that Kanye? What? Oh my god. I think that is Kanye. That's fucking Kanye. That's definitely Kanye. There's a million Kanyes. What the fuck is happening? Who's this man? Whose man is this? What the fuck is happening in this screenshot? Oh my god, is that the bad guy from the clock tower? That fucking classic horror game? That's fucking Obama. You just straight up get to play as Obama. Oh my god. This looks fucking awesome. I've never even played it and I love it. I'm definitely gonna see about getting my hands on this. What does it have to say? Battle fashionistas, politicians, robots, clones, hackers, flying derrieres. Wait, what? You fight actual asses and rappers with your raw fist and smoking hot lead. Slip into Dirty Barry mode and rack up a kill streak with your handy assault rifle and an abundant supply of grenades. Dirty Barry mode. I'm guessing that's the mode you get to play as Barack. Take out the bad guys from a distance. Includes shotgun, railgun, machine gun. String together powerful moves like the Barack and Rolla and the Southside Smash. That just sounds like a sex position to me. To create devastating combos. This guy's the Pussy Destroyer. I wonder if Shaq tried hard enough, would he be able to like kill a woman with his penis? Cause guaranteed he's got a huge dick. I guarantee that. There's no way he doesn't. Look at the size of the man's hands. He makes a water bottle look like, I don't know, look like a much smaller version of a water bottle. The man's got giant hands is what I'm saying. And you know what they say about a man with big hands? Alright? He's good at catching footballs. Maybe not Shaq. Maybe he might be more basketballs, but... But no, what they do say is they have a large dick. So I promise you, Shaq, if he wanted to, he could kill a woman with his dick. Guaranteed. I guarantee that shit. There is no way. There's just no way. Like, look at the size of his hands, for God's sakes. His hands are like the size of my entire fucking head. It's insane how large this man is. It's fucking baffling how big he is. He's just fucking Massive. God, he's gotta have a huge penis. Gotta. Just, there's no way. I really need to. Can you hear that? Can you hear my chair squeaking? Yeah? Isn't that just the greatest sound ever? ASMR with my chair squeaking? I fucking hate it. It's so annoying. I got a WD-40 that shit. Oh, I'll do that after the stream. No, I don't want to waste time when I could be telling embarrassing stories. Like, let me think. I gotta think of a good one. I can't just pull out like a mediocre one. It's gotta be a good one. Fuck. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so when I was probably around the age of I want to say like 10 or 11. I would have been in grade 6, right? And at the time, my classroom had an ant problem, right? Cuz my school, my elementary school didn't really have like it didn't have a cafeteria or anything, so you ate in your classroom, right? So, of course, the classrooms would end up with ants in them. And my classroom had a particularly bad ant problem. And, okay, I'm just gonna get this out of the way right now. I was a very, very weird kid, okay? I was the weird kid in the back of the class talking to himself, right? Like that was me, okay? That was me through my entire elementary school life. The weird kid in the back of the class. That was me. So, anyways, my classroom, it had a big closet at the far back of the room, right? And that's where you would put like your bag and your coat or whatever. And inside that closet, there was like a whole fuckload of ants. There were a lot of ants in that closet. And God, this is so embarrassing. But at lunchtime, what I did was I would go and sit in the closet, right? I would sit in the closet by myself with the ants, and I would feed them, and I would talk to them, and I had fucking conversations with an ant colony. I I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I ever thought that was a cool thing to do, and why I thought that would help me make friends or anything. It didn't, by the way. If anything, I lost friends because of that. I lost friends because I did that weird shit. Um, when I was a kid, I thought, like, if you're weird, people notice you, and the more people that notice you, the more friends you'll have. So I figured the weirder I am, the the more friends I'd have, right? It made sense to my stupid 10-year-old brain. But looking back on it, I'm like ashamed of myself that I did these things. And the way I say that makes it sound like I committed some sort of like horrible crime, but no, all I really did was talk to some ants. I named them too. I remember naming them. Oh god. Try naming an entire like fucking colony of ants and tell me how well that works out for you, cuz it didn't work out too well for me. I'm like, first of all, oh, that's weird. First of all, I am bad at picking names. Okay? You've seen this if you've watched like my streams where I have to pick a name for a character. I'll end up sitting there for like 2-3 minutes just trying to think of a name. Um so yeah, I'm terrible at coming up with names, right? So I would spend, I think our lunch was 30 minutes, 45 minutes, right? So I would spend like half an hour to 45 minutes sitting in the closet fucking trying to name ants. I tried to name an entire colony of ants, and it didn't work out too well. They took my food though. My food was good for them. They just didn't really like me. I liked them though. I thought they were my friends. I thought I was making all kinds of friends with my ant family. Oh fuck. God, that's such an embarrassing story. I try not to like remember those days cuz those are like dark times to me. Those are dark times in my childhood. Most kids, their dark times are, their uncle sticking a thumb inside them or something. Mine was just hanging out in a closet talking to ants. Oh god. Why was I such a weird fucking kid? Like like now I understand why I was bullied so much in elementary school because I did shit like that. Back then it didn't make sense to me. I thought I was a good kid, you know? I was nice to everybody, for the most part. But I would always get picked on and I never knew why. But yeah, looking back on it, it's a little too obvious now. Oh god. Oh, what's another fucking story I could tell? Oh, I gotta like I gotta dig deep into my blocked consciousness. Oh god, why am I yawning? Oh, that's why. It's past my usual nap time. Usually I'm asleep right now, but I decided to stream. I do it all for you guys. I do it for the viewers. I hope you appreciate the sacrifices I make to bring you guys garbage internet content. Oh, oh fuck, I totally forgot to announce that I'm going live on Twitter. I totally forgot to do that shit. Oh, it's too late now. I've already been up for 45 minutes. Oh, fuck. Yeah, God. Just so many, like, embarrassing things as a kid. Oh. Makes me cringe thinking about my younger self, especially around the age of like 12, 13. You know that age, the age where we go through the emo phase, you know? Yeah, I went through that shit hard, right? But I wasn't like a scene or anything like that. I was like the LBP emo kid. Like the kid that played nothing but Little Big Planet and would only wear like emo costumes and would only listen to fucking Wake Me Up and all those other stereotypical emo songs. That and LMFAO. That was my emo phase. Lots of Little Big Planet and lots of shuffling. I was like, it wasn't like really like it wasn't like a full on emo phase. Like I wasn't cutting myself or anything like that, but it was more like pay attention to me kind of thing. You know what I mean? It was one of those kinds of things. So it wasn't like a real emo phase. I still call it an emo phase cuz like what else are you supposed to call it? I was 12 and I was into stuff that emos are into. So, yeah, the emo phase. That's what I call it. And those are dark times. I try not to remember anything between the ages of like 12 to 13 or 14. I try to block those entire like 2 years out of my mind. but but they always end up coming back and I'll just be sitting there and I'll be hit with a flashback, like a Vietnam style flashback, and next thing I know I'm playing Little Big Planet, listening to the fucking Lazy Song by Bruno Mars. That was another one of my trademarks. during that phase was the Lazy song. Oh fuck! You remember when that shit first came out? The Bruno Mars song with the music video, and they got all the monkey masks on or some shit. Or am I thinking of something else? I don't know. I might be thinking of something else, but yeah, he just sits how he's fucking. He just sings how he's lazy. That was like, nowadays that's like the perfect song to my life. just just nothing but laziness. That's why sometimes I won't stream for like 3-4 days in a row. Not cause I'm dead, but because I'm just too lazy. Oh. Oh fuck me. I'm like I'm cringing so hard trying to remember these embarrassing stories. Like I feel like my skeleton just wants to fucking pop out. And I'm just cringing so hard remembering my younger self and all the weird shit I used to do. The really really weird shit. I ever tell you guys about this time or well, we did it more than once, but I ever tell you guys about how my friend and I, my best friend and I, when we were probably around the age of like 9 or 10, you'll notice a lot of these stories take place between the ages of like 9 and 13. That's when like all my embarrassing shit happened. But yeah, we were probably around the age of like 9, and I used to live in a townhouse, right? So what it was there was my house, and then there was a house behind me. Like I literally didn't have a backyard, right? My backyard was somebody else's front yard, okay? And right next to my building, there was the trash, right? There were these two big wooden bins. That's where you'd put the garbage, and then they had the recycling bins. And that fucking those wooden bins, as a kid, to me those were like fucking treasure chests. You would always find something cool in them. So my friend and I, we would actively, like, my house was like on a little hill, and it was kind of on like two hills. It's weird. There was a big ass hill. I think the street was Maple or something, but it was a big steep hill that goes down, right? And then it keeps going straight. It levels out for a bit, and it goes right back up. The part where it goes straight, there's an intersection, okay? And right at that intersection, there's another tiny little hill that my building sat on, right? It's really weird, and I wish I could. Actually, I could show you the building. Hold on, I will. This will make it so much easier. I'm gonna just show you guys my old house. Oh, hold on. Oh well, fuck it. I don't live there anymore. 36 Winston Boulevard. Here we go. Let's bring it up on Google Maps. Here we go. Oh, here it is. Here's the exact side of the building. Okay, these are the bins I was talking about. Okay, these are the bins, and my house was. Let me go up here. My house was this one, right here with the barbecue out front. Right, I lived right there, so it was literally right next to my house. Right, so what me and my buddy would do is we would basically just garbage pick. We would straight up pick through the trash and find cool stuff to play with. And we would stand at the bottom of this hill, and I specifically remember this one time we found old like tent poles. The ones with like the string in them so they stretch. And we found a bunch of those, and I remember this so vividly. We stood right at the bottom of the hill, right here, right in this exact spot. And when cars drove by, we would we would use the tent poles, and we would like put them at dick level, and then we just stretch them like we were beating them off, and we'd call that extendo. and we would scream that at the person driving past, and that was our whole day. We spent the entire day doing that. Oh God, I really miss this building. There's a lot of good memories spent in this place. This entire town even, in fact. Actually, hold on. Hold on. There's somebody sitting outside. That might even Can I zoom in? I can. I can't really get a good my room was the basement, so I was down there. But yeah, yeah, you see how they're like all connected, and then I'll show you. My backyard was literally like, oh, why am I all the way over here now? Let me go back. Yeah, see, like my backyard was literally somebody else's front yard. You see? And the chick that lived in the house directly behind mine, God, she was a cunt. Nobody in our fucking area liked her. Nobody liked her, but she would always come around and she would always fucking like, oh, she would always try and hang out. And it's like, no, nobody fucking wants to hang out with you, bitch. Nobody liked her. She was a fucking cunt. Another time, another time we were trash picking and we found a toilet sitting right there. Me and my buddy, we found one sitting right there, whole thing, like tank and all. And so we had the brilliant idea to drop it off this drop here. See, there's like an actual drop. You kind of can't see it because this tree's in the way, but there's an actual drop there, and that drop's probably about like 7 feet. Right, that's like a 7 foot drop maybe. And so what we did was we picked up the toilet, walked it over here, and we just dropped it right into this guy's fucking driveway. No idea why, but as soon as it happened, the fucking guy who was driving down this road, he saw us drop it in. Like he was driving down the road coming home, and he fucking sees these two like 10-year-old kids drop a full pisser right into his, and it shattered, of course, like it shattered into a million fucking pieces, and he lost his mind. He had to be like late 50s. He was older, and he lost his fucking mind. I got grounded for about a month for that. I wasn't allowed to leave my room for a month. Well, to like use the bathroom and shit, but other than that, yeah, I wasn't allowed to leave my room. I had my dinner brought down to me. Like, yeah, I was in straight up quarantine for a month after that. Luckily, I had my GameCube and my PS2 and all that. But yeah, this actually makes it a lot easier to tell these trash pick stories. God, this fucking street, man. This fucking street. And this church, I used to skateboard at this church all the time. And can we get into the parking lot, perhaps? No, I don't think so. Maybe I can show you from up over here. Yeah. You see this shed? You see this shed right here? Okay. So during the winter, right? This is Canada. Okay, so of course, during the winter, lots of snow. The one year there was probably about like 6 fucking feet of snow piled up against this fucking shed. Right? This shed's probably only about like 10 feet high, right? And so yeah, we were fucking jumping off the shed into the fucking snowbanks, and I'm pretty sure one kid, I think his name was Logan, he got fucking injured doing that. He like busted his ankle or something. But yeah, oh, this house. You guys want to hear some stories about my cousin? He might actually watch this at some point, but I'm just gonna tell this story. Um, the one time, okay, just to get this out of the way, I'm not so sure about now because it's been a long time since I've actually like seen him. My sister says he's fine now, but I don't know for sure. But when he was little, okay, he was like next level autistic. Like there's severe autism, and then there was this guy. right? Like he was next level. Never seen anything like it before or since, right? And so he lived in this house, this little house right here. So he lived like right across the street, okay? And he used to always like come over and ask me and my sister to play cuz I guess we were also kind of mildly autistic. We were probably, my sister and I were probably about, I would have been like 13, so my sister would have been around like 11 or 12. And he had, you can't see his backyard, but he had one of those, you know, those big trampolines with the net around it. He had one of those, and I would always go over there to play on that shit. And we had this fucking cringy role playing game we used to play on the trampoline, and it hurts me to think about this, and it hurts me to bring this up because I want to pretend that it never happened. I really do. I want to pretend that this never happened. But what it was ugh. So what we did was we would ship two Sonic characters, right? Like say for example, Blaze the cat, right? Is that her name? And Silver, right? We would ship them, and then we would combine their names, so Sylvays. And then one of us would play that character, and we would all be like Sonic babies. And and the trampoline was the set. That was our set. So that was both like the preschool and the daycare and the houses, like that was our entire set. And we did this for months. For months, almost every day we would come over and play this fucking Sonic Baby roleplay thing. And I hate thinking about it. I fucking hate thinking about it. And I remember that I was always Nakuj. That was my name. I still remember the name somehow. Nakuj. You could probably guess who that is. Knuckles and Rouge, right? So that was always my character. And my sister, she always, I think she just did Sonomy. I'm like fairly sure that's what she did. She just went basic. Sonic Amy, you know? But yeah, yeah. I could go on for hours and hours and hours just telling stories about the kind of weird shit my cousin used to do when he was little. But I don't know. I don't want to put him on blast. That's why I told a story that kind of made me seem like cringe too. So we're not, nobody's being singled out. We're all sort of in the wrong. But yeah, I fucking God, that brings me back. I kind of like I kind of miss those times because life was a lot easier back then. I didn't have like responsibilities. You know what I mean? Like life made sense back then. But at the same time, I did this kind of shit. This is the stuff I spent my childhood on. Sonic Baby role playing. Fuck me. God. Okay. I now that I've basically like doxed my old address. I don't even know if somebody lives there anymore. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, that was that was the kind of shit that I spent my childhood doing. Oh God. God, ugh, fucking hate my younger self. If I could, I would honestly just beat the shit out of my younger self if I could. If not that, I would tell him to just tone down the cringiness and no more fucking Sonic babies. You remember? Oh my God, that reminds me. You remember when like old YouTube? You remember old YouTube? Like when I don't know if people still do this, but people used to upload just slideshows of pictures with like pop songs over it. I don't know if they still do this, but Sonic Baby videos used to be incredibly popular when I was a kid, right? Like everybody saw the Sonic Baby videos, the Waka Flocka one. I still remember that one. I'll never forget that shit. That shit's burned into my mind. I watched it so many times. Do people do shit like that anymore? Like, hold on. Is Sonic Babies still a thing? Let's go on YouTube here and see. Sonic Babies. Let's see here. Is this still a thing? Oh my god. Wait. Wait. Is this? Oh my god. Guys. Guys! Oh my god! Guys, this is the exact video. This is the exact video I used to fucking watch as a kid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, cut. Cut. None of that. No. No. I don't. That's all I needed to see. I know it's still a thing now. No. No. None of that fucking Sonic Baby shit. Get that out of here. Oh my god, that was. I did not think that's literally the video I was thinking of when I was telling that story about the Sonic Babies. Oh my god. That is insane to think that that's still up. That video is like 9 years old now. It's got to be. Fuck. Old YouTube was just wow. You know what I mean? Just oh, they don't make them like they used to. I think the most recent one I saw was from like 4 years ago. So 1.3 million views though. God damn. You are my sweetest love. Oh god. That's gonna be in my fucking head now. Why did I do that? Oh, okay. I'm gonna end this stream. It's just been a lot of me laughing at myself and my fucking embarrassing life. Okay. Have a good one. If you enjoyed this, I'll let me know. I can do this more often because this was a lot of fun. Let me know if you want to see more shit like this, just chill streams where I don't necessarily play anything, but I just kind of shoot the shit with you guys, because that's a lot of fun. I could do that more if you guys like. Alright, I'm going to, I think I'm gonna take a nap. I need to re-repress those memories that I just brought back. I brought them back to the surface. I need to bury them again. Alright. You guys have a good one.